Hey everybody, this is ShamWow from Shan's Nest Quest and Retro Rating, and I'm here to teach you about Flashback and how to play it. Now this game, it's a bit strange and it's a bit advanced because of its cinematic platform nature. It requires the player to overcome a series of puzzles and an altitude, multiple levels of height and all this sort of stuff. So there's a lot of moves and a lot of things that you need to learn to play this game and finish it. So one of the first things I want to say is this is our little dude, Conrad, and we move him left and right by pressing left and right. It's pretty simple. He just walks at a normal speed. Now, if you want Conrad to crouch, you just press down and hold it. And if you want him to jump up, as if there's a ledge above him, you just hold up. Now, that's pretty simple for movement. The normal default, there's a button that will allow you to pull out your weapon and fire it. You can press left and right while you've got it out to change direction. You can also crouch, and while you're crouching, he'll stay crouched. You don't have to hold down while you've got your weapon out, which is nice. But you can also roll left or right and do your little turns and stuff like that. So that's good for defending and attacking yourself. And there's an advanced move that's called the drop, which is when you're sort of sneaking with your weapon out, you just drop off the edge and you go into a crouch automatically. Now that's great for dropping down onto a target and shooting them below you and stuff like that. So now that puts me onto a different level. So now I'm on the second level down, and I need to work out how to either get up or go down. So by pressing up underneath a certain section and holding it, Conrad should be able to jump up and grab onto it and pull himself up if I continue to hold up. Now if I want to go down, I use the action button and press down. So I'm holding action button, press down, and that allows me to hold on. Now, if I'm holding the action button, I'm going to hold that as long as I physically can. If I want to drop, I can let go of the action button, or I can press down. But if I want to climb back up, because I see that, I'm going to drop to my death, holding the action button, I press up. Alright. So let me just show you what happens here. You jump, and you just jump up. You hold the action button, go down, and then while I'm holding it, I press it to go back up. Now, when there's multiple ledges below you, and they're, within the same sort of grabbing location, so they're not jutting out or going in too far, while dropping, you can hold down and then hold the action button, and Conrad should grab another ledge if there's one that's available. So that's good to know. Holding the action button and pressing left and right will allow you to run, which is very useful because the game's got a lot of action in it, and you want to run around and do lots of stuff. Now, you see there's the words hollow cube on the top. That means that there's an item there that I can pick up. So what I need to do is hold down on it to squat and press the action button. And that means that I pick up an item. So that is the hollow cube. Now, to access that, what I do is I press select, and I go over to the hollow cube, press select again, and then you press the use item button. So the use item button. Now what that does is it activates the item that's in your hand. So if it's a key item like the hologram, we're going to get a little bit of a story. If it's a force field, it'll activate the force field. And you can also use that action button to interact with like elevators and switches and things like that. So here's a little bit of a look into the story, because if you didn't know, we landed here, our memory is erased, and I'm wondering why. So there you go, we need to save our hide. Alright, so moving on, we need to go back up. So we're just going to hold up and jump up. Get that ledge, once again walk over, hold up, jump up, and then we're going to jump up again here. I think I just missed it, so I've got to go back one more step. Okay, so the next part is the part that a lot of people really don't get. And that's because that first hollow cube you can get without using the action button, because you can just drop off those edges. But you cannot make this jump right here without using the action button. So there's one thing that there's a few methods of getting over. Let's see if we can destroy this. See if we can destroy this robot, but we can't. But there's a few methods of getting over, and I'll explain them now. So first of all, if we wanted to, I'm not going to do it on that screen, but if we wanted to, we could just hold the action button and press up, which will give us that leap. So that covers a bit of distance. It's a good bit of distance, and that covers most of the gaps. So if you look at this gap here, if I was to, well, I'll do it now anyway. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to jump across, and I'm going to be able to hold this ledge if I'm holding the action button. If I jump and don't hold the action button, I'm just going to fall and be stuck down here. So with this enemy, I'm just going to roll out and shoot it. And that should get rid of it. Roll away so I don't get destroyed. And that's one of the perks of learning how to move when shooting. You can roll out of trouble. Now, another way to get up there is what they call as like a leap of faith. If you know there's a ledge above you, you can run at it while holding the action button, and sometimes Conrad will jump up automatically. But if not, like then, you can run at it and press up at the right time, and he'll leap up like that. Like we saw, once he got a certain amount of speed, he leapt for it and held on. So there's a little zap robot up here. I want to pull my gun out and blast that away before it knocks me off the edge, or worse, kills me, because I only have 3 hits, or 4 hits I think it is actually. I need to just get rid of this bad boy. Alright, so we've covered running and we've covered jumping, so we'll go over it again. Holding the action button, run towards the ledge, and pressing up at the right time will do a leap. So that's what I'm going to show you now. So once again, hold the action button, press the direction, run, press up at the right time, and you can leap. I failed to do the right timing there, but give it another shot. We go again, run, and you can just press up and up a few times, and you can make that jump. So that's if you want to run and jump, which is very helpful if you getting chased by something, if there's explosions or whatnot. If you're below it, don't forget you can sort of get that speed, hold up, and Conrad should jump up. So we'll do that one more time. So if I can get it right, I'm holding the action button, I'm pressing the direction, and Conrad's jumping up. Now don't forget to hold the action button when you get the ledge, or you're just going to fall. And then the other jump is just hold the action button while standing still and just press up. And then hold the action button to climb up. So that's usually probably that's like the easiest one to sort of jump. But that sort of leaves you vulnerable because you're hanging. So if you need to, get up quickly or drop down quickly, you have a little bit of a delay issue there. Now this is the first real enemy. So what we're going to do is the advanced move called the drop. So while you've got your gun drawn, so that's no gun drawn, this is gun drawn. While you've got your gun drawn, Conrad's going to do like this little sneaky sidestep. Now if I sneaky sidestep off this ledge, I'm going to drop down and land in a squat. So then if I'm quick enough, I can shoot this guy before he reacts. And that's called the drop. So that's an advanced move. When it comes to the game, that's most of the advanced moves. So I just want to reiterate, you really need to play around with the action button. So before you start the game, check out the controls, check out which button is the action button, because the action button modifies all of Conrad's moves. So, you're going to need the action button to pick up items, you're going to need the action button to do jumping, you're going to need the action button to activate elevators. It's all about that action button. That's the cinematic part of the game. Now, one last thing to also note is when you do jump, just be very careful, because I'm about to show you how easily you can kill yourself if you overjump. So by looking at this situation, you might go, oh yeah, okay, so there's a robot below me. What am I going to do? I can just drop down there. Maybe it'll zap me. So maybe I want to jump. Now, if you want to jump, holding up is just going to do that. So if you press the action button and jump, I'm going to do that little bit of a leap forward. However, in this situation, that's a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm going to leap and show you that once you jump a certain distance, you plummet to your death no matter what. So just remember all those little moves that we've just had a look in there, because you don't want to die because you go back to, you know, the checkpoint. So just quickly, action button and up is the little leap. Action button and down will allow you to climb. Don't forget to hold the action button while you're climbing. If you let go, you'll fall. If you fall and then hold it again, you can grab the ledges below you. Jumping is modified by the action button. And don't forget, running is also modified by the action button. So the game's going to require a fair bit of experimenting, which is good because it allows you to play the game a little bit longer. But once you've learnt those advanced moves, you should be pretty much alright to get to the end. But if you have any troubles, don't forget you can always look for online guides and stuff like this, because this is just a nice, simple video of how to do it. But I hope that helps you out on your quest for your identity. But once again, this is ShanWow, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and of course supporting the retro rating. Take care, till next time.